And the formula for arc length, so for the red one, used to be, we're going to call arc length S. That's what it's commonly listed as. S equals, and you would take theta and divide it by 360 and multiply it by 2 pi r. That's used to be, and that means if you were working in what we call degrees. At that time, all you knew was degrees. But today you know something different. Instead of degrees, you know radians. And if you know radians, then S is simply equal to r theta. Much nicer formula, huh? So we like to use that. A green one, the area of a sector, it used to be, K is often the variable used for sector area. It used to be theta divided by 360 times pi r squared. That was when we were working in degrees. Now that we're working in radians, K is equal to 1/2 r squared theta. Again, it's a nicer formula. Everybody okay? All right, so if you have your calculator, you're going to have a calculator of some sort, so make sure you got that. It says find the length of an arc and the area of a sector of a circle with radius 24 intercepted by a central angle of 60 degrees. Okay, so that's my picture. I have an angle of 60 degrees, and I have a radius of 24. Now here's the first thing, and this will be on the test, and folks, I got no time for this. Okay? Would you like to use the top formula or the bottom one? Then should I be working in degrees or radians? But everybody, when they get to this type of problem, and not everybody, but about a third of people, they just use 60 degrees. You can't use it. So there's a qualifier here. I want to use the bottom formula too, but I can't use 60. What is 60 in radians? Remember how we convert? We multiply by pi, and we divide by 180. And what do you get? 60 goes in 180 how many times? So we got pi over 3. That's our angle. Once you do that conversion, and we practice, we spent a whole day practicing those conversions, didn't we? If you want to go the other way, you got to multiply by 180 over pi, which we did earlier in our checkpoint. So we will say S, arc length, is equal to, what is the radius? 24. And what is my angle measurement in radians? Pi over 3. Now we're going to express this two ways. Number one, 24 times pi divided by 3 will give me what in terms of pi? 24 divided by 3 gives me 8. So 8 pi is the exact value. What if I didn't want to list it in terms of pi? What if I wanted to list it as a decimal? What would I do? Yeah, just 8 times pi. So we got, so I can quit. I'm going to go 8 second pi, and I'm going to list it to the nearest tenth. 25.1. That's the arc length. To find the area of the sector, I have K is equal to 1/2 times, what's the radius? 24 squared times theta, which is pi over 3. Order of operations, what should I do first? 24 squared times 0.5 or divided by 2. And I get 288 times pi over 3. That just means you take 288 and divide it by 3. We get 96 pi. Don't forget about pi, 96 pi. If it said don't express in terms of pi, but express as a decimal, I just take that and I multiply it by pi, and around here is 10th, 301.6. So our goal today is to be able to practice using those formulas. The key is you got to convert the angle to radians. Let's try one more. Find the length of an arc and the area of a sector of a circle with diameter 24, intercepted by a central angle of 105 degrees. Hey, buddy. Oh, they're up there. Yeah. You're welcome. First of all, what's the radius? 12. Why isn't it 24? 24 is the diameter, so 12 is the radius. If I want to find theta in radians, I got to take 105 and multiply it by pi over 180. Some of you know that's 7 pi over 12. If you don't know that, take 105, divide by 180. Math, convert to fraction, and it'll put it in simplest form for you. Don't forget about pi. So it's 7 pi over 12. So my formula for arc length is going to be S is equal to R, which is 12, times 7 pi over 12. What happens there? 12's cancel, you end up with 7 pi, which is approximately, let's see, 7 second pi is 21.99, approximately 22.0. If you want to find the area, 1/2 times 12 squared times 7 pi over 12. 12 squared is 144, divided by 2, 72, times 7, divided by 12. Oh, try again. 72 times 7, divided by 12. And I get 42 pi, which is approximately 131.9. Not too bad, huh? Use the formula, convert it to radians. I'll give you all the formulas for the tests. I will not withhold any formulas for you for the tests. Any formulas out there, I'll give it to you, okay? Which is unique. I don't the other classes test coming up, and they get 0 formulas on their tests. So I memorize them all. So, okay? But you guys are my favorite class, so. So Ben, what events are you going to do in college?